being a text of a press conference addressed by the Coalition of Northern Groups for Good Governance on the renewed political and partisan-induced killings and protests by contracted groups in some parts of northern Nigeria held in Kaduna dated June 20, 2020. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen of the fourth estate of the realm, let's warmly welcome you members of the press to this briefing and also seize this unique privilege to specially thank Almighty God for our country and our lives. We cannot be more thankful to our Creator that in spite of the mountains self-created and induced adversity manifest in resurgent insecurities, He has equally empowered our leader, President Muhammad Buhari, with the reason to always stand firm in our collective defense. He has never flinched or blinked over his responsibility of protecting the lives and property of Nigerians. However, we can never find it intolerable, unacceptable, and very expedient to once again speak to the Nigerians, particularly some excited and partisan merchants of violence and killings contracted to cause unrest, agonies, and bloodshed in parts of northern Nigeria. Let us quickly remind the North and Nigeria in our collective heritage. It is very painful that some dubious characters are aligning with internal and external forces to destroy it. We are angered by this development, and it will be a shame for our generation to bear this stigma, and therefore the imperative for caution. We thought with 2019 electionary campaigns over, elections on won and lost, some sanity would return to the self-acclaimed political godfathers of Nigeria. The renewed acts of armed banditry, killings, and other horrendous atrocities, especially in parts of the North, are not only induced but politicized by disgruntled politicians and campaigners seeking to administer Nigeria from the back door, as typified by their constant summons for the sack of serving chiefs. Quite belatedly, we have realized, underestimated, and improbably decoded the indignation and passion for these forces for evil against us. They have marshaled a series of evil plots. After the instigated act of insecurity, they also proceed to hire emergency and apparent civil society sector public protests in the prosecution of their Plan B. In worsening insecurity in the country, miscreants, hoodlums, and social deviants under different guise are massively recruited to execute these plots. Therefore, with every attempt the government of President Muhammad Buhari makes in belighting the fire of insecurity in the country, these agents of darkness, some of whom are backed by foreign forces, resuscitate new plots to cause internal security breaches for the country and our citizens. The intention is to discredit the administration of President Muhammad Buhari, blur the success of our serving chiefs have recorded in containing insecurities, in order to find public justification to compel Mr. President to sack his hardworking and dedicated security team. These antics are no longer strange to us, and we are calling on the mastermind to be careful, lest the actions they embark upon triggers unsavory counter-reaction from Nigerians. Security is our collective responsibility, and in this sector, every Nigerian is sentinel over his life, dominant, and community. Let us resolve to work closely with security agents to root out armed bandits, terrorists, and militias in our communities. The erroneous posturing or notion that security is the sole responsibility of the president or governor has created fertile grounds for the promoters of this evil against our people and country. To strive, we cannot exhibit this ignorance forever. There's every need for concerted effort by all stakeholders towards tackling the security challenges, particularly in the north part of the country. We should not allow our enemies and detractors overwhelm us to destroy or ruin our communities, because highly placed politicians are desperate to push a portrait of their perfectibility as better leaders, and Nigerians entrusted in them with leadership. To this end, we strongly condemn action by some individuals who are dancing the tunes of these demonic souls and anti-democratic forces. It is clear to us that they scheme to throw the country into total chaos and lawlessness by sponsoring violence, killings, and at the same time inducing youth to embark on protests against the country's leadership after unconsciously dismissing every effort made in this regard. The manner of the latest protests baffles infinitely. Youths are cited freely mingling in the season of COVID-19 in total disregard for social distancing protocols and the deliberate refusal to wear personal protective equipment, PPEs, such as face masks and so forth. It only justifies the artificiality of the public protest and the random recruitment of youth to cause tension and further destructions. Nevertheless, these machinations cannot blindfold us against the genuine intention of President Muhammad Buhari to ensure the security and safety of every Nigerian whenever it is domiciled in the country. Needless to stress, all we contacted to express with every modicum of confidence that the administration cherishes the life of every citizen and has done so much in this dimension in the last 5 years. We are compelled to acknowledge the effort of Mr. President in calming insecurity in the country and pour these elegies on him, not just because he is one of our own, but it is ennobled by the plain and indisputable fact that he has done well considering the quantum of challenges which his administration inherited on the coming on board and his skillful management of it to this hour. Conversely, we appreciate the effort and sacrifice of our leaders, of our security architecture and security agent for sustaining the counter-fire against armed criminals terrorizing our country and the citizens. Despite the deliberate frustration to belittle the efforts, they have done so much to ensure our citizen and territorial integrity is protected from invaders and aggressors. The only option we have is to embolden to get the targeted destination. At this junction, we are morally obligated to specially acknowledge our beloved security agents who have paid the supreme price for the unity and stability of the country and the safety of others. We are convinced absolutely that their sacrifices will never be in vain and Nigeria will surely empower the gangs of armed criminals amassed against it. Lastly, we pledge the total support of all citizens to the security agencies and the leadership of the country, as we reiterate the call for a unified front for us to surmount the various security challenges. We advise you to have ordered yourselves for recruitment as foot soldiers in prosecuting this devilish plot hatched by politicians against the peace and security of our nation to cease forthwith.